Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to another episode of NIMRODS. Where are we going? Oh, right. I was gonna go figure out about that door. So yeah, let's start here. What was the build I want to go for? I think I might want to go for the pistol. And we'll stick to Vixen because neither of these matter. Okay, so a couple of builds that I want to potentially build around. I've got the weird drone ball that's probably not going to be that good early on, so that could actually be a bit of an albatross. But maybe it's okay. Okay. It's going to be a little tricky. We want to go for the brass knuckle build, if it'll let me. Effectively a build centered entirely around the idea of getting hit and smacking foes, and none of the... Well, splitting magazine does give me armor. None of the other magazines are good in that regard. So sure, let's go for splitting magazine. What I want is just a ton of damage, retaliation, armor, and so on and so forth. So weighted stock, taking damage increases your bullet damage. No, we actually want probably the spiked stock. Oh, but that's only while a character ability is active, so that's not that good. So no, I think we want the pauldron stock. Ooh, could have actually gone for some banishes there. And the main one is we need the brass knuckle grip. If I can get that, everything else is pretty gravy. That and the heart charm. The diffusion barrel also would be very good. Or a dissuasive barrel. I do actually really appreciate the... I do actually really appreciate the speed in which I got all of these weapon augments, as it is going to help me determine my build in really short order. Let's see. Do we actually have a preferred underbarrel or top? I don't think we want those. Guarded grip gives me a lot of armor and I could scale damage based on getting hit, but I don't think we want that. Ammo rack. What are the other alternatives? Well, we could go for containment field, as silly as that is. And then I could just have the energy blaster for just raw damage. Because don't want turrets. Grenades are not bad, but they're not terrible. Flamethrowers, okay, not terrible. Yeah, energy blaster. And let's just hope against all hope that we are able to get kind of what I'm looking for. Bullet size, effect size. Don't want bullet speed. Extra max HP from cold casings might not be a bad idea either. Yeah, to some degree what we want is special power. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately the dissuasive barrel has a cooldown, which is a little rough. Doesn't make for a very good retaliatory gun. Let's see, crit, resource, nah, cold force casings. The other thing we might want to look into is actually just trying to get more enemy spawn as well. Because if I can potentially have both my drone and myself providing an amount of enemy spawn rate, that'd be great. Brass knuckle grip. So taking damage from an enemy makes you retaliate, doing 4 damage to it, and gives me some extra experience gain. Should be good. Next up, I think we need the heart charm, and obviously a bunch of special power and armor, anything that scales armor, because we want to be able to take only 1 damage from everything that touches me. I don't know if there's really much of a reason to go for those trees, but there's also maybe no reason to go against those trees. Ow. Okay. Let's see, bullet count, health regen. Health regen is kind of tempting. Even if it's small. But I think I'm going to go for effect size, just in case there's a couple of things that scale off of that. My dumb drone. I actually really wish the containment field wasn't a bubble. Like, this is gonna sound kind of silly, but I wish it was just like a cool looking ring that just showed the bounds. I find the bubble kind of distracting. The transparency of it just doesn't look quite as cool. But if it was like a neat little force fieldy thing going on, that would be good. Experience gain rate. Actually, we do kind of want the experience gain rate. Frost Turbine would give me more energy blasts. An ability charge, but I don't care too much, and we don't care at all about... we don't care at all about... like, reload speed or bullet damage. Right now, I'm still relying on my gun to some degree, which, like, it is doing a fine job. But it's not... I want to call it, like, it's not a high priority, but it's not where this build is headed. I just need the Heart Charm level 2 to actually survive. Otherwise, we're in trouble here. Do get rerolls. Well, never mind. So the one question to ask is, what top do I want? Ammo rack gives me extra bullet damage mag size. Collecting a credit gives you a shockwave. Does stun enemies. I don't know. Either way, I want the fancy Heart Charm. Because this way, whenever I take damage, I get a bit of regen. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Ow. Yeah, we get a bit of regen, which should heal me. I just need a couple more points in armor, and the little guys, at least, will actually be capable of healing me. Silly as it sounds, I think we want either the gyroscopic harness or the containment field again for this build. And I'd have to look at how the gyroscopic harness works. Okay, we didn't find the entrance to that gate, did we? It might be along this. Rate of fire and dodge, crit bonus and knockback. I'm curious about if dodge saves you from retaliatory damage. Okay, this is Split Serpent, which can hurt. But I want to say there's an achievement for specifically taking 10 damage from, or not 10 damage from it, getting hit 10 times by the Split Serpent. Where the heck did it go? Oh, there it is. Oh, never mind, it's 24 damage. We might have to try this again in a different location. Because yeah, that's 24 damage is more than I can suffer here. Okay, actually, the waves from this thing only do 1 damage to me, which should increase my regen? No, it didn't. At least not enough to be meaningful. Maybe you can only take so much damage. I'll have to look into it. I think the big one is just stack more armor. Okay, stay away from those. Keep careful. Alright, what do we got? Reduces max health, but gives me a lot of regen. I like that. This gives me special power and armor, though. Which we need both of. Yeah, I don't think it's actually ever really worth going for those. I mean, in this case, it's somewhat valid. Okay, haven't taken too much damage. Underbarrel, special power, reduce max health. More regen, though. Sure. Yeah, I don't have the survivability to exactly brass knuckle grip my way through this. We're getting there. Oh, we did get the bullet damage up. Status effect duration. I'm gonna go for it, because that might include the regen bonus from the heart charm. And also we need the armor. I gotta look at how... Okay, I want to take a look at this. Nope. So taking damage increases your health regen by +1 per second. Lasts 1 second for every... Oh, 1 second for every 4 damage taken. More damage will extend the duration. Oh, got it. I think we want to run for the pauldron stock for the extra armor. I guess the withered heart charm would have been good. Yeah, I'm hoping status effect duration includes healing. Damn it. Okay, I think I'm going to try going for the maze early. Oh, I can just go up and around. Because I don't actually want to cut through the mazes. That place sucks. It's not good. I also have to avoid taking too much damage because yeah, the heart charm is not as good as I wanted it to be. I think it'll get there. Do we want to? Is this worth it? Every 10% crit chance you have increases your max health by 1%. Containment field is shaped like a sword. Absolutely. I don't even know what that's going to look like. Okay, get some rerolls. Lightweight grip. Enchanted bayonet. Gives armor, actually. And airdrop capacity. So actually, I think I do want the enchanted bayonet. I think we will want the turbine, just because, I mean, it'd be pretty funny to just bayonet a bunch of times. I think we do want the energetically dissuasive barrel. And yeah, okay, this has some interesting potential. It can go places. Okay, I'm gonna banish the splitting magazine. I'm gonna banish the jet stock. I think we're gonna grab the brass knuckle grip first. Just because there's only there's 4 charms in the game, but I think it's going to be less likely to force me. And if I want to go for like a defensive armored brass knuckle grip, we kind of need it more than anything else. The dissuasive barrel actually has some potential too. Okay, back up to full. Heart charm. Let's see. I think I want to go for nanobot coating, but I'm actually going to go for Gunny's notes. I don't have a specific reason. I just know special power scales on its own. Okay, frost turbine, yeah. Because if I can get the underbarrel, the sword swing up by like 100%. What would that do? What would its recharge look like? Because this is it a flat 15 every time, or is it a 25 or is it a 25% charge rate every single time, or is it a flat 25% reduction? I don't know how to put this into words exactly. That's a lot of enemies. Maybe it's fine, though. Okay. Enemy struck by the electric blast will release a Tesla bolt to archer 3 random enemies. That's pretty good. This gets me crit chance and crit bonus. Retaliate is a cone. I think we want spiked grip, because that'll actually give me a chance to clear groups like this, which we are going to need. Oh no. Yeah, the problem is the big bees. They're like the one thing that can absolutely kill me here. And we'll be able to continue to pose that same threat. And, like, I have to run away from them. I can't not. And being caught in that stupid little passage. Maybe I should have just pushed on ahead. That might have been safer. Now we die. Damn it. Yeah, we got all the pieces that we needed, but we didn't have the armor. I guess one option I do have is just not starting there. But that's boring. Let's do it again. I think I might just do it faster this time. I think also getting containment field early is the big issue, as it's just a bad upgrade initially. Like, as far as things that I need within this build, it's literally the last one. None of these are good. None of these are good. I feel like no matter what, your first one should probably be the reloading. Or, sorry, should be the drop that gives you the reroll. And, like, I could go for a completely different build, but once I have, like, 2 pieces of the build that I need, the rest just kind of falls in place. But yeah, so I think the big one here is stay away from the containment field. Because as long as I don't get that, and like, I do have the flamethrower. But no. Yeah, because if the first drop pod is the one with the rerolls, you at least don't have to worry about getting a dud. I also really don't like having to drag all these over to the cell thing. I guess I could just leave my many discarded guns just on the ground. That isn't the worst idea. Okay, snag this. And weighted stock. Yeah, what are the chances that I just get stuck in a death loop where none of the upgrades I get are the ones that I actually need for the run? It's probably actually quite possible. Okay. Well, I don't want the containment field. What about magazines? Okay, so this is an option. Because we don't want hemolytic. Do I want hemolytic? I do, actually. But I want hemolytic with a low fire rate. Effectively, every time you take damage, it increases your regen by 1. And then every successive point of damage increases the duration of that by 1 second, but it doesn't increase the amount of regen. So if I had a gun that was firing roughly once or twice, at least less than 5 times per second, I could actually use hemolytic magazine to heal. So I guess let's go for the tech containment field. It's a bad idea and it's not a good fit here, but I like it all the same. Okay, let's just set them on fire. Let that, yeah, gambling pod. I'm gonna re-roll. See if I can get what I'm looking for. Well, we get armored stock. Unfortunately, that one has lower airdrop capacity, which works kind of hard against me. Okay, bullet speed, penetrations, bullet damage, and max health. Let's go for the bullet damage and max health. Surprisingly, my bullet damage is quite good. Here we go. Yeah, I can somewhat predict the Molotov cocktails. I think otherwise I'm probably just going to hang out here, at least until I'm strong enough to actually start adventuring. Because I do not want to get into that little pathway. And this should give me 17 max health you have, increases your armor by 0.1. What is my armor currently? It is 2. What is it now? 3. Okay, so that's rough. Yeah, somebody had said it increased my armor by like a full 10, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure it didn't do that. And I can safely say it did not do that. Mag size, we don't want mag size. I guess let's just go for the crit chance and vision range. The big one is we want to avoid taking too much damage here. Luckily, the bullet damage on this pistol is actually kind of good enough to take things out. And keeping everything somewhat limited. 7 damage on these guys. That's the other problem. Brass knuckles don't work too hot when most of the enemies hit like trucks. Okay, do we actually have Heart Charm? I don't think so, no. Okay, Containment Fields, Dissuasive Barrel. Ooh. Didn't hit me, but it did fly over me, and that hurts. Yeah, just have to make sure that their shots don't hit me, because that's a full 50. I don't want to call that a death sentence per se, but it's certainly really bad for me. Oh, that didn't hit any of them. Really wish the Molotov cocktail would actually leave behind a flame field. Instead of just like a one-off that sets the enemies on fire. It would be much more useful. Let's see, rate of fire, reload, bullet damage, max health. Well, like on the plus side, that actually is quite good. Because if my bullet damage is really high, we just one-shot most of these things. Even if I'm not really able to like bring the full brunt of my builds, at the very least, I'll be able to cook most of the basic enemies that come after me. Okay. So we're looking for Heart Charm, we're looking for Hemolytic Magazine. If I can get both of those, that gives me some really good options. Do I want nanobot coating? I mean, considering none of the rest of these are any good, sure. Let's see, get Exterminator, get rid of the beetles. Alright, we have bombers. And they do come back. There's no point in ignoring their existence. There we go. So I think after we kill Viperous, then we probably cross the pass and start looking for new things. Oh, do I not have Brass Knuckle Grip yet? Ouch. So in that case, we can actually solve that. Because we can get Lightweight Grip and Sucker Grip out of the pool to the point where there's only 2 grips left. I feel like there is a weird world where I don't get Brass Knuckle Grip, we get Shielded Grip instead. No, it's bad. It's bad and doesn't make any sense to go that direction. But yeah, I think the big issue with me going for armor here, or the retaliatory build here is mostly just the fact that the base damage on the enemies in this zone is just so much higher. So it takes that much more investment to get up there. But the level is good, so maybe it doesn't matter. Also, damn, I actually do a lot of damage. I mean, I guess 30 damage per shot, and the pistol fires a fair bit. Okay, let's actually just hang out next to Viperous, but leave the auto-aim on. Yeah, if I can kill this sucker. There we go. What do you have for me? Max health, crit chance, experience gain, crit bonus, vision, rate of fire, vision, range, and airdrop capacity. I think I want power and prestige. As much as I want to get the extra vision range and airdrop capacity, the extra armor and special power are going to be invaluable as this build progresses. And it would be very silly of me not to grab those. Also, just the extra armor is more survivability when I kind of desperately need it. Why did my airdrop spawn all the way down here? Okay, reduce max health, give armor, give bullet damage. Hell yeah. I don't like losing the max health exactly, as that has benefits. Because, like, the pauldron will scale off of that. But we'll get plenty as this run goes on. Let's see, brass knuckle grip. Now I think all I need is heart charm. Oh yeah, we need heart charm and hemolytic magazine. And that should be put me in a good spot. Oop. I was about to head for the passage, and I'm very glad I did not. Because those guys are terrors, and I want nothing to do with them, but now they're dead. And I should have a much safer time getting through it. And we're not going to get the achievement for taking a bunch of damage from Viperous, but I think that's okay. Here we go. Now we just have to march through. A lot of damage. No, don't put it behind me. Why is it always behind? Let's see. Enemy spawn drop. Spawn rate and airdrop capacity. Sure. We want to get the airdrop capacity at least up to a solid 33%, because that just gives me a reliable one extra option every time I level up. And boy, there's a lot of reasons why that's going to be useful. There's a lot of bees. Ooh. Sword Strike does a lot of damage. That does a lot of damage. Ow. Wait, no, actually, that wasn't bad. That was not bad. My armor's, I think, good enough that I can kind of not care. Let's go for the max HP and more bullet damage. Okay. Not too bad yet. I think I actually can kill this thing. Ow. That was the... Oh, no, 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 no. I didn't notice the bombers coming at me from below. Because that will kill me. I cannot look away. Holy shit. Brass knuckle grip. Yeah. Gives me a little bit better retaliation, which I do want and need. There's another one. At least those only do a smidge of damage, but because we do not have the higher tier heart charm, I can't afford it. Kind of leaves me a little bit trapped in this little corner here. Oh, this is bad, actually. Special power and armor. Yeah, that's the one I desperately need. Okay. So far, so kind of something. And I'm staying roughly on the same level as my own drone, which is great. But I don't think my stopping power is comparable. I guess I can actually do a decent amount of damage to things. I need to get to the other side of this sucker. Problem is, all of my enemies are spawning... No, 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 no. I need to spawn or start in a different spot. That's the big issue. I might also want to... Which was it? I think it was this one. Do I want to go back to the SMG? I think I have to. No, I don't. So it looks like I can also only hold 3 of these. That's fine. Okay. So let's not start there. Let's go down here. This gives me a lot more runway. I think the problem is we have a certain subset of things that we absolutely need to be able to succeed here, and if we can't get those, the whole build falls apart. If we can get those, we're golden. So in that case, we didn't have the Heart Charm or Hemolytic Magazine to give us some extra potential healing. Kind of rough. Jetstock? No. 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 Beans. You know what? Whatever. I'm just going to leave it there. I'll clean up at a later date. That's the problem. 3 choices, a high chance of just not giving me any of the ones I want. And there's a lot of parts... Actually, is there a lot of parts that fit the build? Not really, no. It's kind of a specific subset. And yeah, if I can't get one of those, we're in trouble. As soon as I get one of them, it's not an issue. Because at that point, then all future part offerings will usually include an upgrade to one that I already have, which makes it a lot easier. Okay, at least we start with the Gambler, and we get the Blood Magazine. Killing enemies has a chance of dropping a credit, which is good, but mostly we want Hemolytic for that self-healing. And also it, you know, just increases my base damage even more. Okay, Dissuasive Barrel, here we go. Starting to pick some options. Brass Knuckle Grip. Okay, so now all I need at this point is the Heart Charm. Because the containment field is honestly counterproductive. We want it. But we don't want it that bad. Or we don't want it earlier. We want it to be one of the last things that we get. Because as it stands, I can't kill enemies at a distance with it. So it ends up just hurting me. Special power. Whereas with this, we get the extra survivability, we get the damage, we get the retaliatory electroblasts, and we have the potential for the Brass Knuckle Grip to carry me. And yeah, there is absolutely the possibility that I just give up on the... Oh, there it is. There's the possibility that I just completely give up on the containment field. The main reason why I want it mostly is just the idea of having all of my bullets kind of centered around me, and also because I can't think of a better attachment, because the mag size is useless. Not useless, it's just not particularly meaningful for what I'm trying to do here. Okay, where is it? Always behind me, by like a considerable margin too. But yeah, we've got to get out of this kind of tight passage. The bombers are eventually going to find and kill me. Even though I think I do need to go north. Maybe we do that actually. Wait. Oh, but we can't. We have to double back. Okay. So yeah, let's just hang out here. This is a reasonable spot, plenty of space, a lot of runway. Okay, do I go for hemolytic magazine? I'm gonna banish the chevron charm at the very least. It's experience gain rate. I think I'm gonna go for the spiked grip first. We don't really want to sacrifice all of my HP without some kind of bonus healing. Okay. Here's one of them. That's good. The other thing we want is potentially a couple of those frost turbines. Anything that lets me get the bayonet to actually swing more often. Because yeah, if I can get that to be, you know, only every 10 kills, we'll be able to spin that a lot faster. Okay, spike power. Yeah, the extra airdrop capacity would be nice, but spikier spikes is very much what fits this build. Does make me wonder if there are certain weapons or if there are certain passive upgrades that only show up in the pool depending on the items you get, because if that's got to be the case, and if so, that's actually really cool. It explains why certain things don't spawn on a run. Like, I almost never see that one unless I specifically have brass knuckle grips. Kind of an abysmal spot for that level up to be. Especially because all the enemies were just randomly like, hey, we're gonna spawn right next to this thing. No, don't do that. Suckers do a lot of damage, but it's fine. More bullet damage, more armor, yeah. Anything that scales my armor at this point is practical. That hurt. Okay, razor grip. Well, we don't have the other ones. Touching a frozen or stunned enemy will retaliate as though they damaged you. Oh. Oh, but it has a 2-second cooldown. What's the other one? Reloading fires a blade, behaves like a regular bullet, but deals ×3 bullet damage. And then there is the containment field, but I think we leave that. I mean, I have to get the razor grip. There's no alternative. Okay. Delete there. There we go. Yeah, so heart charm and hemolytic magazine. Ideally, double heart charm first before I mess with hemolytic, but at this point, hemolytic's not really gonna change much. My health is a little low. There's Viperous, Split Serpent, which I can't let touch me. Yeah, I don't know. This is one of those builds that, like, as soon as I get it working, I bet it's gonna really pop off. On paper, it seems like it's going to be awesome. It's just, in practice, no. Okay, get up here. Let's see, reload speed. I think we just need the bullet damage and max health. But yeah, if I want to get the upgrade that is like, get hit by Split Serpent 10 times, I think I'm just going to have to do that on an easier biome. Or just have a shit ton of health. Both really aren't in the cards at the moment. So yeah, that 22 damage is not survivable with my current max HP. Okay, come on. Want to kill the boss, but he's on the other side of the giant snake horde. Alright, and do we have... Crit bonus, rate of fire, vision, range, airdrop capacity. Considering none of these are the ones that give me armor, that one does give me max health. That one gives me the split, but we don't actually want that. So let's go for this one. More options is always valuable. Okay, I wanted to look at this one. Bullet damage, bullet size, lower rate of fire, more penetrations. Giant's Harness increases, so max health increases bullet damage. Reloading emits a shockwave, pushes enemies away. Points of health you're missing. Every 10 points of health you're missing increases bullet damage. Genetic ability emits a shockwave. Shockwaves are larger. Those are just bad. Ammo rack. Ammo rack. I want to look at the rest of ammo rack, but it's not working. Rate of fire, bullet speed, stun duration. Like, the sad part is very much containment field is what I'm looking for. The only immediate problem is it really does kind of lock me in. Because I kind of need that range. But I have no better choices. At least not currently in the pool or in the game, then so be it. And I think we want special power at this point. Because that is going to be our primary source of DPS fairly soon. Okay, now what? Do we rush it? No. Okay. These enemies didn't do too much. These might. I think the big problem is I'm just not scaling my armor quite quick enough. There also, as far as I know, are no modules or augments or anything like that that actually gives you an armor multiplier. I guess that would be really, really strong. Okay, so bullet damage, more armor. The only problem is the loss of max HP is kind of rough. But the more armor I can have, the more likely these guys are only going to do 1 damage to me. Because currently they do 3. At least those guys. The other problem is there is no iframes. So if I'm taking damage, I'm taking a lot of damage. That seems to be kind of where I fail every time. Okay. There that one goes. Drop right here. Odd spot. So this gives me bullet damage and reload speed. Damage is good. Rate of fire, armor, and max health. I think I want to go for this one. At the very least, that'll cut through groups a little bit better when I get zapped. Oddly enough, this means I should get to the point where I can just walk into a beehive and immediately destroy it. Which would be very funny. Alright. I think we're... Oh, this is prelude to Bertha. Ow. No heart charm. It's max health. Need it. Damn it. 19 health. It's a very bad place to be. And yet, heart charm, the like big thing that would actually get me out of this mess, not showing up in the pool. I might just have to give this one up. It's a lovely idea and seems like it could be really, really fun and equally very powerful. But I mean, either that or I just write off this location. We could just go to the regular Hive Barrens and probably have a very easy time of it. The main question is just like, how's the experience gain? And also there, oh no, I'm toast. I'm not dead yet, shockingly. But yeah, having those bombers show up in the middle of me trying to fight a boss is very much what is going to kill me in a lot of these cases. I mean, might survive. No heart charm, but we could get the orbital dissuasion barrel. Sure. It's probably too late, but that at least gives me... I mean, it effectively doubles the amount of bullets I'm firing. Got stuck in a goddamn rock. Alright, let's try another run. I'm not going to bother with this brass knuckle thing. I'm not even sure if I'm going to show any of that, so if no brass knuckles were shown, don't worry about it. I'm trying out some more experimental builds, and the game's uncooperative. I'm really hoping they change the napalm in this. Do I want to go for the reload speed? Do I want to go for the bullet damage and max health? We kind of need both. There's also experience gain and credits. I think I'm going to go for reload speed early, because right now my reload speed is atrocious and bad and needs work. Next up, what do we want to do? There is the ammo rack, which I actually don't want. Let's see. Enemy spawn rate and experience gain. That's actually kind of good, because what other charms would we have? Doggy charm is good. I don't know if we needed that much. So yeah, let's go for the heart charm. Just give myself a little bit of healing. It's not my favorite, but I can at least turn that into something meaningful. But yeah, I have a very specific idea for a build here. I just have to make it work. Gun butter. Because one thing I noticed on the previous run, I'm not entirely, my sense of continuity here is kind of skewed. I noticed that I was moving exceptionally fast based on hitting all of those enemies. And so I'm thinking is, I wonder if I can get a build that has infinite stacking super movement speed so I can really just like blitz the world. But I want to go for homing on this just because that way I won't ever miss. These are all bad. Well, actually, this one might not be bad. Does hurt my rate of fire, but gives me penetration, so my missiles will potentially hit every target twice. Actually has a lot of potential there. Especially if I can get that damage to be high via crits and other things. I can potentially have missiles with extremely long range. And lifetimes that just fly around hitting stuff endlessly. Let's go for Granny's Notches. It's a little risky to go for extra enemy spawn rate, but I think it's worth it. The main one is we need the Hellspitter barrel. We need two. We need the jet stock and we need the Hellspitter barrel, and I'm kind of hoping I can get the lightweight grip. Because all of those combined together create a very fun and punchy build that also gives me a silly amount of movement speed. I'm just going to get my max HP up before I then immediately take damage. All of these are bad. Like, I hate to give up, but it's one of those where, like, I need specific things, and too much deviation means the whole build's scuffed, I can make it work. Like, I could still have a perfectly fine build, and in fact, I could probably have a perfectly fine run. But I don't know, maybe I'm stubborn, maybe I'm not. It's one of those where, like, I love the build crafting in this game, but it feels like there are so many different parts that are so specific in what they do and what they are good at. Ooh, hold up. Reloading fires a blade. Bullet. Okay. So this doesn't give me the stats that I want. It gives me some armor, retaliation, and gives me the razor launcher grip, which I do like. I could do it. Because we don't want containment field, and we definitely don't want explosive magazine. I really wish I could back out of these and just say, no, I don't want this thing. But at the very least, brass knuckle grip gives me some experience gain rate. I'm going to see what the next one gives me. There's a very real possibility it's just going to give me nothing that I want. And then I'm kind of in this, like, awkward position of, do I keep resetting until I get, like, the exact cocktail of useful bits? Well, we get the Hell Spitter Barrel. It's just, like, such a pivotal thing. I feel kind of tacky for this, because it's one of those where, like, I shouldn't always get the Hell Spitter Barrel, but it is just leagues beyond most of the other barrels in this game. I'm hoping we get a lot more, like, width on this, and maybe control. Like, for starters, I sincerely hope there's some kind of gene mod that just gives me airdrop capacity as, like, a starting thing. If my character had airdrop capacity of, like, plus 50% at start, that would be absurd. And it would be very worth it. Okay, we get rerolls here. We don't want splitting magazine. I don't actually want ammo rack that much. Why? At least we get the Hell Spitter Barrel. Which, like, is good. We want the next tier of it. And, like, if I can actually get the maxed out Hell Spitter Barrel early, that introduces some levels of, like, fun build crafting. Let's see. Like, I guess I could go for the lightweight stock if I have no other choice. Status effect duration. I think I'm going to grab that. My main question with status effect duration, I wish I knew. Does that include status effects that are applied to me? Because if so, that's actually incredibly good. As that would make the Heart Charm's healing just last longer. And it would also mean stuff like the crit bonuses and other things last longer as well. Okay, get another reroll. I mean, Energy Blaster is not bad, but I'm going to try and use this to get what I'm looking for. Cryo Magazine. It's a lot of bullet damage. I do like that. I think I'm going to stick with the Energy Blaster, though. Namely because the Energy Blaster is a very good stat stick and a decent underbarrel. Like, it's just a reasonable amount of bonus damage. Let's see. Gonna get trapped. Okay, worry about nothing. And I don't think special power works. I think we want to go for Gunny's Notches. We want more enemies on the field. And experience gain, in retrospect. Because the higher... because we've got the Brass Knuckle Grip, and maybe if I go for the Heart Charm... Oh, we should actually get the Heart Charm. I think I was kind of hoping for the Ducky Charm, just because Ducky Charm gives you fire rate and reload speed. But I don't think I need either of those too deeply. Because I can just get the fire rate myself. But yeah, if I get the Heart Charm, that gives us even more enemy spawn rate and more experience, so I could potentially just get oodles. Oh, and since I don't have the lightweight grip, I guess we can actually go for max clip capacity. If I go for the lightweight grip, I scale experience based on how often I reload, and so we want to scale a lot of reloads. Let's see. There we go. Ooh. I'm used to getting the med pod so late. Ducky Charm, but really I want the jet stock. Rate of fire, reload speed. Bullet spread, but we don't care. We want turbine jet. Having at least one jet stack will no longer shoot flames opposite your direction of movement. Every jet stack increases your crit bonus and move speed. And that stacks up to 100 times, so that's potentially 180 move speed and 70 crit? Or is it... Wait. Or is that 7%? Wait, does that get you up to 700 crit power? Wait, I actually need to look at that next time we get the chance. Because that could be insane for a crit build. Now, a little bit more reload speed would be in order. I don't think it's going to be that pivotal. Okay, crit bonus, collection range. We don't need dodge that much. Bullet speed is actually kind of risky. Yeah, so let's go for the exotic alloy magnetic frame. I do hope at some point they give us the ability to re-roll without a pod and banish without a pod, just like 2 or 3 times over the course of a run. I love the re-roll and banish in the pod, but specifically you can only re-roll or banish basic upgrades. Or not basic upgrades, like gun parts. And I actually really want to be able to re-roll and banish, mostly banish, a very specific subset of let's see. A very specific subset of passives that are just worthless to me over the course of a run. Ones that I will not pick no matter what, and so they just sit there being annoying. Okay, did I want to go for Heart Charm? I think so. Because yeah, a further 1.5 experience gain rate plus enemy spawn rate. I do want the other Hellfire Barrel. Oh, so actually this is kind of a non-option. So yeah, let's go for the Heart Charm. Okay, and we want to hit the worm, but we don't want to hit the worm yet. Well, no, we just don't want to prioritize the worm too much. Why did I even go this direction? Why did I even spawn here? I don't think there's a reason to be here anymore. In one of the failed runs, I got the one collectible in this area. We managed to avoid all damage. Let's go. So what are we looking for? Probably Glory and Victory. Crit bonus, rate of fire, airdrop capacity. Yeah. It's just such an incredibly good one. And it's always a shame when I hit the fire rate cap too early, because then there's literally no reason for me to invest into that. Let's see, Frost Turbine, don't care too deeply. My reload speed could be higher. Because yeah, my underbarrel doesn't really have much bearing. It's good, but I'm not building around it. Okay. Now we've got some towers up there. I'd like to clear those out. Yo, what the hell? I sit down to take out the tree, and immediately a small legion of the bombers comes by and just kills the shit out of it. I mean, I guess really it forced me off of the tree. And then I didn't have the firepower to take everything else out. It's fine. It's just annoying. Okay. Keep hitting these nests. Because bees are worth a fair bit of experience. There we go. I'm so glad those things don't shoot confusion shots anymore. They were agonizing. Okay, keep my distance. Got more spawn spots. Let's see. Still don't want splitting mag. Do I want the gyroscopic harness? No, because it hurts my rate of fire, like, really bad. Because if it was ×2 bullet size, maybe I consider it. Also, that bullet damage is atrocious. Let's go for the spiked grip, just for... Actually, no. Let's go for the fancy heart charm. It gives me just a little bit more potential reload. It gives me a couple more potential reload bonuses. Sorry. Brass Knuckle Grip only increases my experience gain by a little bit, but if I can get the 3rd tier of Heart Charm, that gives me so much more. Okay, there should be a regular tower up here if I can kill it. It's a little awkward to dodge, but compared to the other towers, it's nothing. Actually, we need to be not here. I'm legitimately kind of paranoid over those dang bombers. Okay, that thing has a ton of health. Let's just leave it alone for a moment. I'll kill it when I kill it. Status effect duration, bullet speed, experience gain rate. Only immediate problem is it still does not feel like that makes a difference here. I guess it kind of does. Maybe let's avoid taking that tower for a bit. Like, really build my experience gain rate up a little bit, and then we grab the magnet. I think the main problem is just the diminishing returns are so bad that no amount of experience gain rate actually makes a difference. Like, it might be a couple of levels difference, but because of that, no matter what, the amount of levels that you have to invest into increasing your experience gain rate is so much higher. Do I want the cryo magazine? It's good damage. We don't want the splitting magazine. I could go for the hemolytic magazine. And that would give me vampiric. I think I'm just gonna go for cryo. It soft synergizes with the brass knuckle grips. And so that seems somewhat valid. Because yeah, then I can just walk into frozen enemies and do damage to them. Potentially even a lot. Wow, we are just killing Bertha. Let's see, do I want to gain special power? We want glory and victory. Crit bonus, fire rate, vision range, and drop. I guess I could have maybe looked into the one that gives me extra experience gain, because like that 10% is good. Get the crit bonus up. I don't actually know what my crit chance is. I should probably look into that, because I don't know if many of my current gun augments actually scale that too well. What do we think? Good enough? Yeah, let's go kill this tower. Because we'll get more. Let's see, excessively exhaustive jet. Absolutely. More experience gain rate. Yeah, would have been nice to get that a little earlier. It's okay. So now I've got the flamethrower out the back. So where am I going? Because we've cleared out this entire top section. There's nothing here. This entire area is locked out. There's nowhere to go down there. There may be nowhere to go, but I guess we head back. Because yeah, this biome is no longer meaningful to me. There's nothing here. Which means we might actually want to go back to the like very original starting zones. And see what I can do with that. Okay, these things chasing me are an issue. At least my drone also seems to be getting to the point where it's fairly strong and can kind of hold its own. Okay, there we go. Unfortunately, that doesn't actually do anything for me. Like, it's kind of sad, but those towers are just there for the sake of being an inconvenience. Maybe they give some extra resources, but even then, I think I get more from the pots. Let's see. Special power, reduce max health, rate of fire, bullet speed, bullet count, or bullet size. I'm just gonna go for bullet size. Silly as it sounds, bullet size and effect size are kind of good. I should maybe consider going for bullet speed. Yeah, I think actually we might want a lot of bullet speed. Oh, it's because jet turbine kicks in. Okay, we don't want Hellfire Barrel, we want Hellspitter Barrel. So it doubles my bullet count, reduces my bullet damage, and hitting an enemy with a bullet increases your move speed by 0.05% for 1 second, stacking with no limit. At this point, now, yeah, I think we need a lot of bullet speed. Let's see. Crit chance would be nice, but yeah, I think we go bullet speed whenever possible, because we want these rockets to really rip into things. Okay, pick up a chunk of that. Right, we're just going south. I'll kill as many, like, hives and nests as I can on the way there. Let's see, right. And the movement speed bonus is scaled based off of how many enemies I hit. So the more bullets we have, the better. So I guess we should start going for bullet count scaling. Rather even than damage. Ooh. Yeah, Viperus is about to spawn, so we've got a whole hell of a lot of split snakes coming after me. Reload speed, bullet speed, bullet speed. There it is. I think we'll be okay. There's a lot of little split snakes, but we do so much explosions that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Yep. I just gotta watch out for that tower. Okay, so what do we want to do here? I think we want the Silver Heart Charm. I like some of the other options, but this gives me even more experience gain boosts. So hopefully I can pick up a magnet and scale a bunch of levels. Supposedly, maybe. Okay, kill 1,000 enemies with dropping airdrop impacts. I would have expected that to be higher. Yeah, what else do we do? Not too much. Mostly just focus on killing things. Let's see, special power or rate of fire, bullet lifetime, and move speed. Yes. That's why I haven't been scaling my rate of fire any further. You might want to look into getting the ammo rack. I was just kind of hoping to get the sniper. Okay, let's go for the bullet hell barrel. So this makes my damage bad, but it also makes my bullet count amazing. Because now I'm just hitting everything. The movement speed bonus feels really good, and we can scale a bunch of my bullet damage based off of those frost clips. Reload speed, enemy spawn rate. There we go. And this should make me pretty zippy. Where am I going? I guess there's a little bit that I haven't explored down south. I mean, really, it's just a segment of the map. But I'll take that. And here we can zip back if I've missed anything. More experience gain rate. It's a 17%. Sure. Because, yeah, I want to see what the highest possible level I can get to here is. And I want to spawn just a silly amount of enemies so that I can destroy them. That's containment field. Spiked grip. I think we go for this. A little bit more experience gain. Really scale that up. Every experience point should be worth 3 times as much as normal. I think my only disappointment is that I don't have anything that scales like it gives me free experience for doing X, Y, or Z. But I guess that's okay. Let's see if we can... There we go. I guess there's the Heart Charm. That scales my experience based off of how much I heal. Which actually is kind of valid. And useful. I think the only immediate problem is that I'm not going to be healing much. Like, after a certain point, I'm just going to hit critical mass and not take damage anymore. Let's see, bullet size. I was kind of hoping for more status effect duration, but I'm just going to go for bullet speed. We want to have turbo rockets that can actually reach enemies. And turbine jet. Having at least one jet stack no longer shoots flames out. Increases your crit bonus. No, it is 0.7%. Or not 0.7, plus 7%. If you could get 100 stacks of that, that is 700 crit power. Actually, we want to scale my collection range like crazy to keep that rolling. Usually I don't because magnets will just give it to me anyway, but here there's value. Let's see. We also want anti-safe selector. Yeah, let's just go for anti-safe selector because that gives me even more rockets because it's like a ×6. It's a ×6 multiplier. I still think enemy spawn rate is probably going to be the biggest and most impactful. Just because more targets to hit, more things for my rockets to scale off of. Okay, let's get out of this goddamn bee land. And back to Ancient Chaos Grove. Snag of that. I think it might still be worth going for the... No, I don't know. Status effect duration? Yeah. Because the reason why I want the status effect duration is because the longer those last, the less I have to trigger. Ow. That hurt. Yeah, the main one I was considering is like, this does reduce my rate of fire, but it does give me penetrations. I just don't think I care about any of those. Let's see, bullet damage crit chance, or just bullet damage. Let's go for the bullet damage crit chance. Okay, special power, crit chance. I think we actually want some mag size. The armor would be nice here, but it doesn't really push the dial too much. Let's see. Oh, it's Gang Gang. The thing is, I'm probably just going to be hanging out here. Oh, we do have the kind of not Berthas in this area. And those are kind of a pain. I think still compared to the bomber flies, it's nothing. Not even a direct comparison. Tech module containment field. There's ammo rack. Does give me rate of fire and bullet speed. I just wanted to see the sniper. But yeah, let's just go for ammo rack. If it's going to be giving me that, then I'm just going to use it. More missiles. I mean, we fire my entire clip in like no time flat. So why not, right? Credit drop chance. I don't think we really scale off of that. Crit bonus rate of fire. Airdrop capacity. Hell yeah, let's go. Okay, so that gives me almost a whole bullet. I was really hoping for more enemy spawn rate. My reload speed is a little bit bad. Like, that's something I could probably invest further into. I do still think, cripes. Let's see. Each of those is a decent amount. Mag size is still great. I guess let's keep going for that mag size. Scale that up a little higher. Rate of fire and a bullet speed modifier, so those missiles will zoom in on things. I think we don't need to worry about the homing. I was originally considering going for the scoped sight purely because it would potentially increase the homing on these rockets, which I was thinking, well, like, that could actually be good. Let's see. Did I actually take damage from something? It's very hard to tell. So I'm just gonna actually trigger the tree. Okay, finishing reload increases bullet damage. Or just base magazine armor. Shooting bullet increases bullet damage by 1.4. Yeah. It's kind of a generic build. I was really hoping that I'd be hitting more enemies, so I'd be getting that speed boost. Maybe it's going to trigger more later. Okay, even more bullet count. Decent amount, too. Rate of fire maximum. Bullet damage, bullet size, no. Let's go for that. Who cares about bullet spread? So this would give me effect size, but we don't really need that. Reload speed could still be higher, but eh. Okay. And because of my speed, we functionally don't have much to worry about. And yeah, let's see if I can go for that. Keep stacking that status duration. That's definitely one thing I'd love to see this game push further is, like, actually tweaking your status effects. And, like, boosting them much more and going, you know, keeping them up. Because I could actually see, like, a bunch of damage stacking, speed boost combos going in a very powerful way. Okay, I'm gonna quickly look at the map in this area. Is there anything nearby that goes anywhere else? Nope. Yeah, I've checked out this entire zone, so We might actually go back to, like, the original spawn location after this. Not on this run, because I do want to fight the tree guy. But for subsequent runs, we'll probably just try and head back for the original Hive Barrens and see if there's anything on the other side. My bet is there's a whole biome over there that I haven't even explored, because we're still missing a lot of blueprints. And I don't know where they'd be over here if they are, so I don't think they are. So bullet speed, status effect duration. I'm gonna keep pushing that. I'm hoping against all hope that that actually is scaling up my own status effect durations. So like the movement speed boosts and all that jazz. Because if I can get those to last twice as long, because of their caps, I only have to trigger them half as much to reach max stacks. Because I'll be refreshing them constantly. Let's see, bullet damage, a little bit of move speed. I do like the move speed. I like the move speed on both. Alright. That was the other thing I was going to say. I also desperately need just, like, some quantity of... Oh, I was going to say, like, move speed, maybe? I think one of the other ones, actually, in terms of my DPS, is we are still losing an amount purely while we wait to reload, so I should get that higher. I really wish I had gone for lightweight grip. Let's see, level up 1,200 times. Boss is here. Oh yeah, it is different. He's purple in the Hive Barrens. Okay, reload speed, yeah. Because once that's at like 3 or 4, we have nothing to worry about. I was going to say the lightweight grip specifically gives you a lot of reload speed and fire rate bonuses. And scales off of that too. Let's see, electrical torrents, bullet damage, crit chance, move speed. And yeah, sure, let's max that out. I was just hoping we get more things that would scale enemy spawn rate. Oh, was that not the boss? There's the boss. Sorry, everything is just mostly a walking explosion. Okay, we do not need rate of fire. We do not need rate of fire. Penetrations, bullet count, max health, and health regen per second. Sure. But, I mean, why not? Literally, I have no other choice. Yeah, let's go for the reload speed. Because ideally, we want no gaps between me spitting missiles. Let's see, what else do we have? Yeah, just a lot of materials around. I'm just kind of re-exploring this whole thing. Just to see what I can find, considering we need a lot of different stuff for much of my meta progression. Let's see. Snag those. It's just none of these enemies are a threat anymore. So I'm just kind of in this like chill zone where I can do what I want fairly easily. And scoot through with an impunity. Bosses and mid-bosses could take me out. This thing's worthless. There's no way I'm going to be able to kill enough units in those areas. Unless I'm killing them from like a whole screen away. I actually took damage. I think it's because I walked into an enemy. Deep freeze. Let's just... Yeah, what was over here? I think this is just a gap, though. Yeah, I can't get to that even if I wanted to. I think that just leads me to the other side of the Chaos Grove. Yeah. There's not much there. I'm just trying to make sure I didn't leave a blueprint behind at some point. And also, these give me materials. And if I can find another tower, I will be able to magnet. Yeah, I think I already got this one. Yeah. What is that? Reduce crit chance, extra crit bonus. Huh. I have never once seen that. The thing is, I don't actually want it. It's only worth it if you have more than 100%. Whereas reload speed is still useful. Because, yeah, we want reload speed and mag size in large quantities. Let's see if I can find the spot. There we go. That finishes that exploration. Oh, I guess there was a dark spot in here that I hadn't cleared out. I was really expecting I'd be able to, like, break the movement speed system. Huh. Thought I'd just... There, I don't know. App's confusing. What is this? Who are you? What? Shroomite? Is that a bonus boss? That might actually be like a bonus boss for the region. Let's go, just go for the freeze cloud. Bad trip. Kill the demi-boss. Huh. I was hoping he would have like a cool perk. But no, he died. He died. It was kind of pathetic. Okay, there we go. But over here. I think this is kind of, yeah, just like a little dead-endy area. Status effect duration, a little bit of armor. Yeah, I don't think the bonus experience is really valuable. I'm the same level as my drone. Despite having, what, 3 times as much experience gain? Like, I guess we can scale my damage at my cost of rate of fire, which, why not, right? Bullet damage. This is going to give me ice shards, which are going to start becoming a problem. Mostly they're just going to lag the game a little bit. Like, okay, I guess I have 3 levels on my drone. I shouldn't fully discount that. That is good. I think the main thing is just, it's good in a way that probably wasn't worth it because... Nope, I had 2 levels on my drone. It's good, but in one of those, like... I spent at least multiple levels on experience gain to make that work. And the fact that, you know, I invested all of those levels and resources into leveling faster doesn't make it feel very practical in the end. The only reason why, you know, we've lived for 25 minutes is literally just because I haven't killed this guy as fast as previous runs. We didn't have a super sniper rifle aimed at him. And, like, it's fine. I think it's okay. I think if we had found a magnet, we might have been able to get, like, 2 more levels, but also at this at this minute, it wouldn't have meant anything. Yeah, player damage compared to drone damage. I think it was good, and we got a lot of good stuff from it. I think I'm still going to sell the gun. I don't think it really worked the way I wanted it to. At least it wasn't particularly or overwhelmingly powerful. It was good, once again, but... Oh, good, we did get 2. Killing an enemy with a bullet has a chance of dropping a credit. I actually have to be kind of careful with this. Pulling experience orbs through enemies will deal damage to them per orb. Well, that's just funny. I think I'm going to grab the Raging Hellfire Barrel. As 1. Increased damage and bullets fired, but drains you to a third health instead of half. Hitting an enemy with a bullet has a chance to inflict the blinded status effect. Move speed increased when picking up experience orbs. Touching enemies damages them. Bullets that hit enemies with a square gain penetration. Drone kills an enemy, your vision range increases for a few seconds. When you kill an enemy, drone's bullet damage increases. That's okay. Bullet from the final shot of your magazine. Gain increased bullet damage. Drone gains this effect. Golden Eye Charm. Oh, but that's for the vision charm. I don't think I care. Every 10 health you heal will cause you to release a blast of dark energy that inflicts confusion. Makes your drone level up faster. Increased collection range based on missing health. Honestly, let's go for the magic sight. Killing an enemy with a bullet has a chance of dropping a credit. I don't even know what weapon that's for, but that seems at least vaguely worthwhile. Let's see, credit bonus. See, I could invest into a little bit more healing factor. I mean, probably. Whoop, that's expensive. Looks like, I mean, it keeps going. It's just expensive. We got to find more of those tubes. Either way, I think this is a great stopping point. In fact, I've been recording too long. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.